Hello, so my name is Chantel. I run a toddler football business. I run that for just over 6 years now. So we focus on teaching children to play football, learn through play, from 16 months up to the age of 6 years. We've been getting on really well. We've opened up various locations, but I just kind of found that we was getting at a bit of a standstill. So we was kind of just getting comfortable, which was fine, but we wasn't really moving anywhere. So we have just under 400 children now, and I saw one of the ads for the Scale to Freedom Accelerator course, which is where I started with Katie. I attended that. I had a phone call with Katie as well. She's lovely, really friendly. I've had various coaches in the past for different things, mindset, business and fitness. But in terms of business, Katie is the one for us. Obviously, she specialises in children's activity for business owners turning over 6 figures. So she ticked every box for us. It made complete sense for us to sign up to her. So during the 15-minute chat with Katie before signing up, I got on really well with her. I explained the business. She completely understood, which is something that I haven't had from other coaches before. They've always found it really fun and exciting, but then they've given us ideas, but they're not necessarily ideas we can implement because they don't actually have the skill set. Katie does have that. She's been doing this, I think, just under 20 years now. So I've been working for Katie for the last few months. A lot of what she said on our call, I could completely relate to. It's stuff that I'd thought about and things that I'd wanted to do with the business, just hadn't pushed forward with it. So since working with Katie, we've been able to make loads of changes, get new people on board to help us improve the business, but also improve it a little bit quicker, such as like Facebook ads. It isn't really a speciality of mine, so I stopped doing it, but we've now got someone on doing that. I do a lot of manual work in terms of spreadsheets and chasing parents. We've now got a virtual assistant on board, so it's allowing me to create some of that white space that Katie calls, to put my time and energy into more exciting bits of the business, but also expand it. So the aim is to obviously get the numbers from the just under 400 mark, but to boost them right up. And I just feel with Katie's help and support, that's something that we're going to be able to do. I'm already noticing that the numbers are growing just because I'm doing extra little bits within the business. I kind of feel like I have that extra energy. I've got a bit more of a buzz about the business now. And it isn't just about Katie as well. I'm sure she won't mind me saying, but there's a great group of people within the team. So obviously there's me as a toddler football. There's a lot of other business owners, gymnastics, theatre, dance, other football clubs. So you can catch up with those as well. So you get your one-to-one calls with Katie, which are amazing. I always leave feeling absolutely buzzing, albeit a little bit drained because I get so excited on them and I leave with so many things that I want to do and put into place. But that is a positive problem to have. And then you get your group sessions as well with the team, so you can hear any highs and lows that they're going through at the minute. You can help them, they can help you. So it's really good, really positive. If you're looking to make that next change in your business and you want to grow a little bit quicker, a little bit bigger, but you're just not really sure where to do it or how to do it, I'd 100% recommend the course. Kate is lovely. The other people in the course are lovely as well. I'm often reaching out to them as well. Yes, if you need a coach and you've got a children's activity business, Katie, I'd say she's the coach for you. So yeah, good luck, sign up. What are you waiting for?
Hello, my name is Bree Joya Smar, aka Miss Bree, and I'm the founder and director of Daytona Beach Music Academy in Daytona Beach, Florida, United States. Just wanted to hop on and tell about my experience with Katie so far, and it's been amazing. She is a wealth of information, and she's very down to earth, straight and to the point, and will tell you the truth. So one of the first things that made an immediate difference for me was my change in prices. I was planning, I think I started a little bit before May, and I was planning on doing a price increase in September because that's when I usually do my, what we call my annual calendar. And she was like, why wait? Do it now, especially going into summer, which is when a lot of times we'll have a lot of drops. And fortunately, I am happy to report that it made sense to me. I was encouraged to do, or my assignment was to do market research to see basically, that I'm not charging too low nor too high. And then from there, I decided on a price, and we talked through some different things. I can say that when I went into summer, I did not feel like, oh my gosh, it actually helps me to maintain. There were actually only a few drops, and that was another advice that was given, was like, hey, don't make a big announcement about, hey, what are you going to do for summer? And that made a huge difference. And so, yeah, just those two things alone, raising the prices, doing market research sooner than later, going into the slower season, kept me afloat. And I'm looking forward to more of working with Katie. Thank you.
Founder and Director of Tiny Troop Soccer. I'm so excited to join Katie in the Gold Medal Coaching Program. On our intensive day, Katie was kind enough to allow my Director of Operations as well as my Assistant Director to join us. We had 4 hours of one-on-one personalized coaching that was directly for our business. Katie is the first professional that I've come across that is focused on children's activities business. So that is what first drew us to her. After taking her Scale to Freedom Accelerator, I knew that this would be a great fit, and the Focus Day just completely solidified that. We're excited to work on our marketing programs as well as our affiliate locations. I'm excited to see what Katie has in store and how my business is going to grow. Thank you.
Hi there, my name's Shelley and I run a theatre school business for children called Stepping Out Stars of Tomorrow, hence the bowler hat and the show pictures in the background. I've had my school for 15 years and absolutely love doing what I do, and I've had several business coaches through that period, but I just felt with Katie that I really connected to her. She was really lovely on the phone. I felt that she had a wealth of experience which would really help me take my business to the next level. And that's not to say that the coaches that I'd had before weren't great, because they really were, but I really like the fact that Katie's mentorship had lots of different children's activities in it, and I think it's fantastic that I can learn from football coaches or rugby coaches. It's not just about dance and performing arts, and that was something that really struck a chord with me. I've been in the membership for the last couple of months, and I've really enjoyed the time that I have already started to implement some of the amazing things that Katie has suggested. The first being bringing an extra 55,000 into my business, which could be fantastic if that comes off. So yeah, I'm really super happy and really recommend the CEO membership. It's great.
Welcome to our accelerator cash flow. We are literally about to get started, but before we go into the incredible training that we've got planned for you, I just wanted to give you a bit of an intro, because if you're anything like me, I always want to know exactly who I'm learning from and what they have done, that I know they're the right person to help me. So I'm Katie Cannon, lovely to meet you. I can't wait to be with you, to hold your hand and nurture you to success this week. My background, I was a 5 times British gymnastics champion representing Great Britain at 2 World and 2 European Championships, and then went on to become a 7-figure entrepreneur in this industry, in our incredible children's activity and sport world. And I really wanted to take my passion from gymnastics and turn it into a business. Fast forward 20 years, I am honored to come to you today with so much experience, ranging from 20 years of building gyms and classes. You name it, I've done it in this industry. I've done the village halls, I've done the leisure centers, the communities, I've done the franchise models, the having hundreds of different schools and the school gym model. I've then built my own centers. I've tried multiple different things. I've had the highs of the highs and the lowest of the lows. I've had times where I've not paid myself. I've had times where I've had betrayal of team members and have failed employees. I've had times where I'm building teams and times when my teams are failing. You name it, I've done it over the last 20 years. But I'm also going to come with you with not just so much knowledge to help you build a thriving, profitable business. My number one mission for children's activity entrepreneurs is not to be the business owner. I want you to be the CEO so that you can then go on to build other income streams if you wish. Over the last 20 years of experience, I have been able to then move my experience into building other companies. I'm now the CEO today of 4 different companies in different areas that range from the online coaching space to the traditional business model and bricks and mortar of traditional business. And why is that so important? It is important because I not only teach you strategy that works in the traditional market of the children's activity world, I'm teaching you how to build in the online space as well, which is so incredibly powerful for your marketing and for your mindset and your discipline and your leadership. You mix traditional business with online business and you bring them together. You have a rocket ship of a business model, and you as the leader will be a rocket leader. There'll be no literally stone unturned. You've got everything covered from your end as an entrepreneur. And that is why I'm very excited to welcome you this week, where we're going to have so much fun together, where I'm going to be going through all the different income streams that I want you to start building into your business in 2025. So we're literally about to get started. Get yourself a drink, get yourself a big pad of paper. You're going to make loads and loads of notes. Let's get started. Okay, good evening, everybody, wherever you are tuning in from, whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening. Welcome to our day 3 this evening on our cash flow accelerator. Pop your videos on, whether you're streaming in on Zoom, whether you're on our socials, give us a wave so I can see everybody can hear me okay, everybody's connected okay, and everybody is ready to get started. So we're on day 3 already. How quickly is this week going? We have had some amazing light bulb moments, feedback that is coming back from the key things that we have been learning so far this week. Now, if you haven't been managed to watch all of the replays or been live with us, do not worry, do not stress. They're all in our Facebook group where you can be tagged into the replays, because we're aware that people are in multiple different time zones. So having a replay is really, really paramount for your success and to keep with your schedule. So I just want you to pop us a DM or pop us in the chat box if you're on Zoom. If you're on Facebook, drop us a comment that if you haven't yet caught up to speed with day 1 and day 2, I just want you to put replays in the comment boxes for us so we can make sure we get them across to you so you don't miss out on anything. Because what's really, really important is each day builds on itself. So day 1, we covered how to build reoccurring cash flow into your business. So we were talking about really building out your monthly payments and how to bring that into building consistent cash flow that isn't creating that business that is giving you highs, massive highs and massive lows. Day 2, yesterday, we were talking about how you can unlock instant cash flow into your business by really looking at how you can do very much paid in fulls, offering different payment plans to your clients, and how you can incorporate that with monthly payments. Now, as you'll see throughout the week, each training is building on each other. So when I was talking about yesterday, all the trainings, not one is going to completely, turn the needle. Each one's going to build on each other. When you build out each one into your business plan, that's when you will start to see a massive difference in your month-to-month revenue, in the way your cash flow is building, in the way that you're thinking, you're feeling about your business, and very much how your business is operating. It will become so much more streamlined. It will become so much more easier to run. It will become a lot less stress. And you will find when you have new staff members coming on board, it's a lot, especially in the admin and sales department, you will find it's a lot easier to teach them because things are a lot more streamlined. In this workshop this week, we're not going into building your team. There's a whole nother workshop that I can train on for you. But it's very, very important. I always say you want it to be building with the end in mind. So you're building with what you wanting to create. What is your vision? Where are you taking your business? So you can create that, start thinking of exactly the things that you need to make that a reality. Otherwise, you're going off on a complete different tangent, on a different roadmap to what you actually want to build for your business. So if you haven't yet booked your 15-minute strategy call with myself and my team, I just want you to put in the chat box or drop us a comment. I just want you to put 15, because this is our way. We've had lots of these already. It's my absolute favorite part when I hold these live events of actually reaching out to you personally, actually meeting with you, whether it's myself or one of my team members, where we can really get, some customization, giving you some personalization for your business. Because when we're on our live streams, we love to be able to hold your hand and support you every day and give you loads of great value. But there's nothing more powerful than when we can actually match our advice to exactly what you need. So I just want you to give, I'm just going to give you 2 seconds to just put in the chat box 15. If you haven't yet booked, I think there's about 6 or 7 bookings left for this week. So make sure you get that call so we can customize it for you. We've just had a comment coming in. Unfortunately, this is on our Zoom platform, iPhone 15. So unfortunately, we don't know. We can't match that to who you are. So if you don't mind, you can private message us. Just drop us your email so we can get in touch with you personally, or send us an email. Our email is info@goldmedalcoaching.info. Unfortunately, we've got lots of different, if we can't relate it to your full name, we struggle to connect it to where it needs to go. So if you can just pop that, or as I said, I'm just going to pop into Zoom, into chat as well. You'll see if you need further help and support with this. I am just going to pop this in the email in the chat box for you. Okay, perfect. And if you're streaming on other platforms, it's info@goldmedalcoaching.info. Okay, so that is why it's really, really important to make sure you get the support. I said we're massive at Gold Medal, all about hand-holding, nurturing connection. It's really, really important for us to give you the personalized support you need. That call is very, very important so we can match exactly what you need to the right mentorship that we offer. So before we go into day 3 today, it said we've done reoccurring payments, we've done unlocking your cash flow. Today, we're going to be moving into increasing your enrollments and strengthening your cash flow. Now, before we do that, we've had so many great feedback within our Facebook group, within our emails of light bulb moments and things that are being implemented already. I just want you to put in the live chat or put on the streaming platforms what has resonated with you so far. What's the key thing that you are like, that's the first one that I am going to be implementing? I ask this to our community because the more you give back to me, the more I can provide the right, correct training around exactly what you need. So we're having lots coming through on live streams that's saying monthlies that we talked about on day one. Annual payments. We've had lots of people saying that annual payments used to, they used to do them. They weren't going right. And the way we described and how to do it yesterday was a whole different way that they've been doing it. So really, music to your ears. Remember, some things, especially if you've been in business for quite some time, some things you may have been doing previously. And then, as business grows, you forget about doing some of the things that actually worked. And then you think, why do we not actually still offer that? So it's going back and it's looking at what used to work, why are you not currently doing it, and bringing it back with the fresh inspiration that I'm teaching you this week. So I think the biggest one this week so far that we've had on feedback has been monthly for sure. And I can see from all the comments coming up on different screens in front of me that the monthlies is definitely the one to start with and then build out into your annual payments. Because if you're building monthly, it's a lot easier, as we trained yesterday, to actually manage your yearly payments. If you are struggling with cash flow, it's normally because you're doing the termly payments. And just like Shelley was sharing her story yesterday, you're getting the highs and the lows of big termly payments and then nothing for 4 months. When you're working in that model, adding annual payments is very, very hard because it's very hard to track, even more so because termly payments are incredibly hard to manage. If you haven't yet got your workbook to go with this week, it's all been emailed to you. It's been put in your Facebook group. I want you to drop us an email to info@goldmedalcoaching.info so we can make sure we get across the workbook for you, because it's really important for you to have all your notes in one place so that you can start to action straight away. So today we're talking about increasing your enrollments and strengthening your cash flow. So what does this actually look like? It's about giving, really to increase your retention, to increase your enrollments. You want to make sure that you are literally ticking all the boxes around everything around your clients. So often I have people say to me, I just need more students, Katie. I just need more students, Katie. That's exactly what I'm coming for. And I'm like, we're in all our mentorships, we are 100% going to teach you that. But that's just one little piece of your children's activity business. We're going to teach you the whole holistic model. We're going to teach you from the enrollment process to building in your marketing, to building in your team, to building you the CEO, to building your finance system, and the list goes on. But when you're building out your enrollments, as I said so many times, people think it's just, I need to just get through, say, more students through the door. The reality is you could do really, really well with getting new students through the door and your marketing on the front end. But because your business is not organized in the right way, with the right systems and with the right processes, you may have great students coming through all the time, but you're losing them as quick as they are coming in because of the way the team is managed. Maybe you haven't got the right team in place. Maybe there is no team in place, depending where you're at in your business. So, as I said, the biggest thing when people say, I just need to switch on my Facebook ads, I need to get the numbers coming in. The first thing I always do is I say, we actually break down the business and see if you're actually, first and foremost, actually ready for Facebook ads. Because I've seen companies, myself included at the beginning in the early days, waste so much money on them because you haven't got the back end infrastructure in place to actually support the ad. Agencies and self-employed freelance Facebook experts won't teach you this. This is from a business angle. They're doing their job because they're helping you run the ad. they're not seeing the back end sales funnel, all the intricate systems that need to be in place to ensure that is successful. So I just wanted to touch on that first of all, before we go into the key bulk of the training today, because as I said, that's one of the key things. And, you know, if I had £1 every day, the man said, I just need marketing. I just need marketing. I just need marketing. We would, you know, we would be holding all those marketing courses mixed with all the extra pieces. There's a reason why we don't market these accelerators where it's saying, bring more students into your business. Because I truly believe that is, yes, that's a piece of the puzzle, but you need sales, you need marketing training, you need sales training. All of that then will bring a massive advantage to your enrollment process. So when you're increasing your enrollments, you're strengthening your cash flow from different angles. Now, the first one to increase your enrollments, and I'm going to give you some ideas here that are internally already in your business, because the whole point of this week is that I want to teach you things that you can start to get immediate results straight away. So you can start to think, okay, I can implement that tomorrow and I can start getting results. You don't have to, you're all good, guys. You don't have to think, I have to set that up. I then have to spend another another month getting that up and ready. I have to do all my proofread of my ads. I need to find someone to run it. That all can come, but I want to give you some quick wins this week that you can implement really quickly into your business and start seeing results. Remember what I said yesterday on day 2. There were 2 things that I see that stop people in their tracks time and time again. And that is time and money, or money and time. The 2 are literally coming together. And the biggest thing when people say to me, I need to grow, but I don't have the cash to invest to really grow my student base. And then, but I still need to grow my student base. What do I do? And you may think, well, I'm just sitting there twiddling my thumbs. How am I going to find these people if I don't have the budget? So today, I want to just teach you a couple of things internally that you can do when you are organically marketing your business and what is very much sitting in your lap. And then when you do turn on those ads, it's like gold dust. It's like you have everything in place to support the functionality of the ads. I'm going to share a little story before we go on to this. Chantal, one of my clients, you heard one of her stories in the introduction. We've been working with her for 8 months. It will be when we really finished with her business and done amazing things. But we've been working together for 8 months. She's a toddler football business, and she is in within our gold mentorship that we launched yesterday. And I shared with you all the ins and outs on how you can benefit as a children's activity entrepreneur. And she turned her ads on, and we had over about 400 leads coming in. This was prior to her start us working together. I then asked her to switch them off because the back end, all the other infrastructure wasn't in place and there was no point. We then reverse engineered. We then went through some of the things that I'm going to go through together with you now. And then we are now switching them back on because she's got the team and the infrastructure to support it. Okay. So each student, I really want you to look internally at each student that is coming to your center, to your classes, to your club, whatever you call your service. And we want to look at how many ways can you increase the expenditure of each student. It may sound simple, but you will be amazed the amount of businesses that I look on a day-to-day basis that the only way we're looking to increase students is by generating new ones in. You can increase a good 20-30% in your margins by increasing the amount that your current students are doing. Really important. So look at how can you increase maybe their class times, the amount that they are attending. Can you offer double classes? Can you offer multiple different steps and different levels? In gymnastics, we're offering, beginners, advanced, squad classes, academies. In dance and performing arts, you might have, step 1 of tap, step 2 of dance, then combine it at certain levels. You can do this at all across different levels and all across different services that you offer. So it's looking at how can you increase the time they're with you and increase the frequency. So you're looking at the time and the frequency, meaning the amount that they're coming to you. I'll give you a little quick story. I'm actually in one of my gyms tonight. As you will see, sorry, I've had to turn off the lights behind me because there's a little bit dark. And I wanted to share this with you because no matter how big your business is or how small it is, you will always have the ups and the downs. So I was called in today, very last minute. I haven't taught for about 7-8 months. So when I do get called in to teach, quite frankly, I really enjoy it because I'm completely out that part of the business now. And we've had a sickness bug that is literally the team are dropping like dominoes. We have a team of 35. My 2 center managers are off with a sickness bug this week. Never happened before that they're both off at the same time. And our main head coaches in tonight were literally sick this morning at the staff meeting. So I was called in because the assistants had no leaders. So I've come in. So I've literally left them to it. And then I said, right, the gym's closed now. I'm going to do our live call. But I wanted to share this story because one of the kids said to me this evening, they said, Katie, we haven't seen you for years. And this kid I've taught since, they've been with us since 4 and they're now like 11, 12. And it's just amazing, isn't it, what we do for our amazing kids? It's such a journey. You are really part of their life and their experiences and their worlds. And I really saw that this evening, because said these kids have been with us from like 4 or 5, and now they're 11, 12 plus. And you can really say, oh, I remember you teaching me when I was 5, Katie. And I just thought, God, that's really touching. I now saw this kid who's literally about to go to senior school, nearly turning 12. I thought, wow, you've grown up here. So I just want to throw that in. That's not the piece. I'm going to share the piece in a minute, but it's really knowing of what we're really doing as children's activity entrepreneurs is really, really special. This one kid then said to me, Katie, I want to come more. How do I do it? Now, our customers are always given emails. You can do 2 classes a week. You can do, our classes are staggered. They are an hour and a half. I'm just going to switch this light on because it keeps turning on and off. And we've got different staggered. So we have that in place. But she said to me, Katie, I want to come more. Can I come twice a week? I said, of course you can. And said, get mummy to contact the office and you can do extra classes. And just by offering that, whenever I'm looking in our gold mentorship, the first thing we do is we strip businesses back, because you can't see what you can't see. It's not till you've got fresh eyeballs. My mentors do the same to my businesses, and I think I've got it all covered. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't see that. When the first things I do, I'm like, we can increase that margin there by 5%. Look, we're missing 3% here. It's left gold on the side. We're missing 10% here. We're missing 20% there. It's all these little margins, thinking, how can we increase that frequency? How can we increase that time? Very simple, but I see it missed all the time. Really, really important. So I wanted to share that with you because that really resonated. I thought that is in line with my training for this evening. So thank you so much for saying that, because I'm going to share that with you guys. And I also just wanted to share on this of what Shelley said yesterday on her story of working with us at Gold Medal over the last 8 months. Is she said one thing that really, resonates with a lot of people on a day-to-day basis when they're in our community. Me being here in one of my gyms is testament to I'm still in the industry. I've been in the children's activity world for nearly 20 years, and I have built Gold Medal through my vast amount of experience over the last 20 years. Gold Medal's been running not 20 years, it's been running 2 years, but it's a true testament is I haven't removed myself completely from the industry. I'm still in it today. I'm very much removed from my businesses in the children's activity industry in terms of I'm not running them daily, but I've still got my fingers in the business. So I'm very much of what's working today, but also what's worked over my last 20 years of wealth of experience. And that is why our gold mentorship is so, so powerful, because you're learning from wealth of experience, but also what's working now today. So increasing your students' frequency and time, also looking at digging into every one of your clients and seeing where can you pull out that referral? Where can you pull out? Who's got siblings coming up into that age group? Who's got siblings that maybe could go to your older age group? As I said, we so often think of new money, new blood coming into our business as brand spanking, shiny new people that we've never known before, and switching those ads out and getting all that organic traffic out. But as I said, there's so much internally that we're not accessing. And when you're reaching out to people, when it's referrals and when it's a sibling discounts and, reaching out and really trying to reactivate your client base and seeing if you can get those siblings to come, see if you can get those referrals, treat it like a campaign. So often we're like, I've sent an email, no one answered. No one's interested. Send another one, pick up the phone. Treat it like a campaign. Take people through a sales process. Sales is the lifeblood of your business and is one of the most important skills that you'll ever learn in your life. I've been learning sales for the last 20 years since being in business, and I'm still learning it because it is the one thing you learn it incredibly well, mixed with building your leadership skills. You'll be in business forever because no one will be able to outwin you. So you're thinking, how can you be different? How can you build? You're looking at how can we build that sales system around referrals, around reaching out for, other siblings. It's looking at treating it like that sales process. It doesn't have to be complicated. It could be on a simple spreadsheet, but you're taking people through the process. How many times have you asked them? Have you reached out to them on all different forms of mediums? If they didn't pick up the phone, try an email. Didn't email, try a text. But unless you take people through that process, so often, as I said, we send that email out. Summer camps are now open. Half-term camps, all parties. We're now offering parties. And no one's answering. And we're like, come on. Why? Because we're in our worlds. We're wanting people to wake up because we're in our world. And that is what we're thinking about. But our clients, they're busy parents. They've got a zillion other things that they're thinking about. And this really doesn't resonate with me until I became a parent. Now a busy mum of 3, Amelie 9, Ashton 5, and Joshua 16 months. I tell you, I miss things all the time because it is so busy. Us parents are totally overstimulated with the amount coming from schools or nurseries, what activities. So your activity is just one little piece in their world. So just because they don't answer email 1 doesn't mean they're not interested. Email 2 doesn't mean they're not interested. Email 3 doesn't mean they're not interested. Pick up the phone, they pick up. Now they're interested. Because you know what? They probably read your email. Oh, I'll do it after dinner, never do it. Yeah. So treat everything in your business like a proper sales process. And you will start to really eke out of your enrollments, increasing them and really strengthening that cash flow. So that's number 1, how to give you a few ideas on how to increase your enrollments from your current students. Now, number 2 is very similar. They go together, but it's thinking of your business from a front and a back end. So very similar to like I've just been sharing. You're wanting to ensure both ends are watertight. You don't want to be like, okay, I've got my enrollments coming in. We call it a leaky bucket. You don't want everyone coming in and everybody leaking out because you haven't got the systems in place. So you're wanting to look at all your business and ensure that everything, it's almost like you're building a house, right? And you're going around the bricks, cement. Is it all watertight? Is it all watertight? Nothing's leaking through. Excuse me. So you know that it's literally super tight on both ends and nothing can get through. Nothing can go missing. So you know you've got everything covered and you've taken every one of your students through every step of the process. And then when you get a new student, what do? You take them back from the beginning and you take them through the process all again. So if we get a new enrollment, the first thing we're doing is we're looking at, have they got siblings? We're looking at, can they give us a testimonial? Not on day 1. Give them a couple of weeks within the business. And we're asking them, do they want to come to the holiday camp? Every person is taking through that sales process when they enroll with us. Really, really important. No stone is unturned. Exactly the same with testimonials that I've just mentioned. You want those referrals. You want more people coming to you. You need to build your testimonials. This is something we've done in the last 12 to 18 months that we've put a bit of a focus on. Treat your testimonials like sales. Treat it like a sales process. Don't just send out an email and expect everyone to be like, whoa, can't wait to give you a testimonial. Here it is. You might have to ask 10 times. You might have to ask 20 times. You might only have to ask once. But you treat it like, don't just send the email and I hope they come back to me. You've got to keep asking, not continuously every day. Don't be annoying, but you might send an email out 1 week, give it another week, maybe send a reminder, then maybe follow up in 3 weeks' time. But you see, you're treating it like a sale. You're treating it like that campaign. You're following up. When I said yesterday, when everybody zigs, you're going to zag. The marketplace is more competitive than it's ever been, especially in everything, to be honest, not just the children's activity world. I mean, look how many supermarkets, hairdressers, shops, like clothing, online, like everything is competitive. But it's not competitive if you're willing to go the extra mile. It's not competitive if you're willing to be different, to think outside the box. And that's one reason we put these accelerators together for you. And one reason that is our biggest mission at Gold Medal Business, to create different CEOs in the children's activity business that actually have businesses that can thrive without them. So they're CEOs, okay? Not just, oh, I just need to increase my students, or I just need to do this. We want you to have every area of your business, just like Shelley shared on her story yesterday with you. We want every area of your business nailed. Every area of your business, you are confident and you know you've got the right skills, the right mindset, everything's working in the right order at the right time. So there are 2 things today that I want you to really start thinking of that you can implement into increasing those enrollments and how to really strengthen, I should get my weights out, strengthen your cash flow. Now, as we shared yesterday, our gold mentorship that I've mentioned a few times today was opened yesterday. Now, if you heard Shelley's story and you've heard all the incredible stories on our introduction coming onto our live this evening and throughout the week, if you are serious about growth in 2025 and you want a whole holistic approach where you are going to have every area of your business transformed, this is something that you need to seriously consider. Our one-to-one hybrid mentorship, I said it's one-to-one, mixed of one-to-one calls, mixed with group coaching. I have had a mentor for 20 years in business. I would not be where I am today if I had sussed it out and chosen the hard path and wasted a lot of money, tried to do it myself. In those 20 years, there was about 2 or 3 years in the mix where I didn't have coaching. I didn't have support. And do you know what? They were my slowest years in business, and years when I look back, I'm like, I made some bad mistakes. I made some bad choices. Just like I got to a British champion gymnast with a coach kicking my ass, I could not have done that by myself. And business is no different. I talk a lot in our community, the difference between business and business. You are building the business athlete. It's a marathon out there. It's not a sprint. And you need the right support and guidance and hand-holding to survive and to grow in the right order. So the reason why we mix one-to-one support and group coaching is our unique program in the children's activity space where we offer those 2 together, is because you need that one-to-one eyeballs on your business. We need to be able to strip your business back and see where the holes are and what you are missing. You mix that with group coaching where you're getting accountability and amazing other entrepreneurs to work with. You have a phenomenal recipe for success. I said, I have had a lot of coaching over the last 20 years and brought together the best formula that I feel has not only got the growth that I got, and it was from when you mix that one-to-one mixed with that group coaching. So as I said, it's a hybrid of the 2. If you are serious, this is only for serious entrepreneurs. If you're a hobby business or if you're just dabbling, we do have different options for you, but I'm talking this week very much on our gold mentorship. If you really want to increase, almost double turnovers, if you want to increase your team, you're really wanting to make sure you can build that business that can grow with and without you, then really take a serious look at our gold mentorship and how it can really, really support you. So if you'd like further information, I just want you to reach out in our Facebook group. I just want you to put gold in our chat boxes or send us an email, info@goldmedalcoaching.info, so that we can support you further and ensure we get on the phone together and ensure it's a fantastic fit for you. So day 4, we are looking at how to double your enrollment and your cash flow. So we've looked at today of increasing your enrollments, okay? But tomorrow we're really looking at how you can double your enrollment cash flow. So meaning when someone enrolls, how much more can you get from that just one enrollment? So today we've looked at, once they're in your business, how many different things we can offer them. Well, tomorrow we're going to look at that first point of transaction. So it's an absolute honor being with you this evening. I can't wait to be with you tomorrow on day 4. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you tomorrow. And the replay will be up in the next 24 hours. Have an amazing evening.